Okay then, so back here with transport, and my next little thing. Carlton's Valley Farm has been in with a series of arson attacks. Um, they're actually quite bad, those arson attacks, because they damage buildings. They can even damage your buildings. See the little fire truck going around. If you've got enough money, you can actually help them out by buying more. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my money. Other things, a zombie horde is wandering around. Production of this city is greatly reduced. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to worry about that either. I've got better things to do than deal with zombies. Although that's pretty cool. Right, that's the first time I've actually played this game and seen the zombie attack, so I'm really chuffed about that, strangely enough. It's actually quite fun, that. Anyway, I've let myself get distracted now, haven't I? Okay. I'm going to actually go into now meeting up different parts of the city, big cities, yes. Looking at the consumption. So, as you can see, I started dealing with the actual sewage, the waste, the mail, and the passengers last time, and I'm going to start heading into actually the other side of things, which is the things that it wants brought to the city. And again, passengers and mail are part of that. There's also the things like goods, there's the foods, the semi-luxuries, the fuel, and the water. Now, water's one of the easiest ones to deal with, and I'm going to show you why very quickly. If I double click on it, you'll see here the actual sewage works creates fresh water. So you can guess how simple it's going to be for me just to turn around, go over here and buy a tractor unit and basically add a water trailer. It's such a simple thing to do. And then again, we've been here before. Just the timetable, except this time it starts there and then heads up here. And again, I'm going to copy that 4 times. Just going to start them all, and then of course, if I want to buy myself another one. Oh no, taxes! Add a trailer, and then add a water trailer, and then of course, just basically service some of the other ones in the area. So service some of these smaller towns, copy it, obviously get rid of Carlton Park, and then where else can I go? I can go all the way over here, can't I? And then copy that one, and then see, and then I can get rid of that one, and then I can probably, and I can just basically do what I've been doing all the time, really, and just servicing the area. I'll start all those off so they can start working. And that's dead simple. You can see here though, can you see how it's actually getting very busy here at the waterworks because I've got so much coming into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the height of this terrain here, and I'm going to pull a road up, and then I'm going to add another loading station just to actually expand the amount of space I've got to deal with it, just to cut down the amount of things that go into a single place. Okay. And again, we see from this that we've now got, don't need that, we've now got the sewage works underway. Okay, now the next thing we're going to deal with is something a bit more complex. So we want to deal with things like the goods. Goods are one of the needs. Goods are easy enough to transport around, but it's where you get them from. So you get them from places like this, a steelworks, and again you can start to see what one of the problem is here, that it needs steel, and in order to get steel you need coal and you need iron, and you can see that this is not going to be a simple process in itself because you're going to need multiple sources to actually just build up one at a time. This is where actual planning out your networks really comes into it. So what I'm going to do actually to begin with, what have we got here? A new tram system is available, that's good. And I'll deal with how to build tram lines later on. What I think I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to create a rail station right here in my big city, because I really want to start taking advantage of the size of this city now and its potential to expand later on. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to just start by putting down a basic train station. and I'm going to run it right here. Okay, and the actual city will build up around that as time goes on. I could also do a few other things. I could even add a bus stop to this if I wanted to, and I might do that later on. But for now, I'm just going to get that train line in. So, I need to take it somewhere that it's going to earn me a decent bit of money, because it's a long way to different places, and I need another big city. Finding another big city is probably one of the major things I need to do now. And this seems like a good place to go. It is a big city. It's not a massive one, but it will turn into one day, and I think that's why it's a good idea for me to maybe start taking over it now. So, in order to do that, I'm going to build this train line here, and then I'm going to start building the actual lines. You can also see here I've got this kind of bridge, so I might want to just fill in the road as well, just so that I've allowed those two towns to link together. Okay. Not sure if I could place things in the right area. Okay, try that again. So, hang on. Now, the problem is you will find that you can't actually cross someone else's train line. So you have to plan around it. So part of the strategy, strangely enough, of this game is actually to prevent the other person from building in places you don't want them to by cleverly placing your things. It's a bit like a game of chess on that front in some ways. Now, I'm going to move up there. I'm not quite going to move it past there because I might want to build something later on. And I'm going to go here, and then this is where it starts getting complicated, because then you have to start doing things like building bridges over someone else's train line, and I don't like this. Unfortunately, sometimes it does this, and you have to spend more money to fix it and remove those. Okay, then I'm going to start heading over. Now, it's cheaper to go over, but that does slow you down. But I will do it like that to begin with. Okay. Tunnels are better, but unfortunately tunnels are an absolute pain. You have to lower terrain and all sorts. It takes you absolutely ages. As you can see, this is turning into quite a long train line. But as I said, the good thing about long routes is that they earn an awful lot of money when they're done. Okay, I'm just going to finish this, and as you can see, I'm almost done now. Okay, and now I've got a nice long train line from one big city to the other, and that is going to take mail and passengers right the way along here. I'm going to build myself a train depot now. I'm going to build it up here. I probably should have done a tunnel there, but in fact, I think I will. I think I will undo that little bit that I've just done, because I feel that an actual tunnel will just be better there. It'll speed my train up, and these early trains are very slow and very fussy, unfortunately. Right. So, train station, train depot. Well done now, and then, of course, let's get underway. Now, as you can see, I've gone on a bit, and I've got two different steam trains. I'm going to pick the best one, because this is a long distance train. And then I'm going to add some trailers to it now. So, definitely some passenger trailers. We've got enough trailer counts for 7 in total. However, one of them is actually taken up by the tender. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 passengers, and then just 2 mail. Done. And then, of course, I'm going to adjust the timetable, starting up there, and it's going to go all the way to the second big city. If I wanted to, I could add another platform and just have 2 trains running back and forth along this track, but I'm not going to plan on doing that just now. Okay, and off it goes. It should just be able to do this. You'll find that if there's a break in your track anywhere, the train just won't work. And when I say a break, sometimes you'll see when you build bridges, you'll get like blockage signs up where they can't carry on any further. Let's have a look where this train's going. Okay, and as you can see, it's got nothing on it yet. I'm just going to double check, because there's always a slight chance that when I built that tunnel, It didn't actually connect properly. You think it does, but unfortunately, because I placed the, you can see right underneath very carefully, like the block there, that's because the train lines weren't linked. Always be careful with that, because otherwise you'll end up with a train line that doesn't do anything, is just a waste of money. Okay. Oh no. So this is us starting to build up these needs, these consumption needs. As I said, the water's dealt with, and as the passengers and the actual mail, that's starting to sort of go up a bit, and that train line is definitely going to help. I could, if I wanted to, maybe connect a train line to this town here, but again, I'm happy with buses for now. I'm going to keep the buses running on that one, and I'm going to try and keep the train lines servicing the big cities. Again, there's lots of options. I could have run the train station into here. If I do want to create another train line from here, from this Carlton up to here, I wouldn't do it on the same train line, because then they're fighting each other. The actual trains will fight each other for priority, so it can become a bit of a pain. If I did so, I'd put a second actual platform in and have them deal with it, and you can do that later on. Okay. The next thing I'm going to look at then, because it looks like my train line's starting up now. As you can see, it's a slow train, unfortunately. That train line will become a hell of a lot more productive later on. So, what other things can I bring in for this town to make it like me more? I mean, I've got a good reputation now. It's growing fast because of it, because of all the help I'm giving it. I think, let's have a look at food as a potential one, because there's a nice little farm here. Now, this is where you can start taking advantage of what other players, what the AI players are actually doing, because you can see they're bringing in the crops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the food, and I'm going to do that the way I always do. I'm going to build a road, because there's no point building a train line for that journey. Okay, loading storage, pop the loading storage in, and I'm going to do what I always do. Go and get myself some tractor units, buy a tractor unit, add a trailer, and find the one for food. Foodstuffs, buy. And then, adjust the timetable, I'm going to get going from there to there, copy 3 times, just because I've got enough of them, copy 1 more time so that I can actually then get this working on one of the other ones. I'm going to start servicing this payback, because look how fast it's expanding now. It looks like a definitely good place to start working and turning into a bigger town. I'm going to start them all, and I'm going to let them go off, and they'll start, because obviously these littler ones have all the same needs as the big ones. Well, not all the same, the big ones want luxury goods, but as these build up, they'll also want more and more, and if you service them, they'll grow faster. It's just the way it works. Okay. In order to make this more efficient now, I also need to get it some water, which again, as we see, comes from the sewage works. I'm going to just very quickly create another tractor, add a trailer, and I'm going to start getting the water. Just adjust the timetable, add the stop there, and then this farm is just going to basically be a lot more efficient. It's going to produce more, but I'm taking advantage of the fact that my competition is already actually supplying crops to it. That's always a good way to do it. Just if you see that your competition are kind of helping you out by doing stuff like this farm here, as you can see, it's producing the livestock. They're helping you out, so just use it. Take over the other end of the supply chain. Take advantage of them, basically. Okay. And as you can see, so that starts working out now. I'm supplying the water, my competition's supplying the crops, I'm taking the bread, and I'm going to actually earn the money from this side of things. As you can see, still so much going on over here. In fact, this junction's getting very busy now, isn't it? I think what might be a good idea is to start considering expanding this actual one. So, to do that, I'm probably not going to add one there actually. I might go like this. Oh no, I've got no money. What I am going to do is later on, I'm going to expand this so that more trucks can park all at the same time. Because as you can see, it's on a main road. It's kind of getting clogged together, which isn't great. I just need to go away now and earn more money. How's my train doing? My train's on the way back. Right, this should actually earn a good deal of money. With this game, sometimes you've just got to plan things out and take a while. And let's see. Oh, right, it's not actually done anything yet, unfortunately, so it still needs to start picking up passengers and earning more money. Let's see. Yeah, it hasn't picked anyone up yet, unfortunately, which is always going to be a bit of a problem at this stage. I need it to start actually doing some work. It might take a while before it earns a profit. That's why I tend to avoid these train stations early on. It can be a bit of a pain. Because if you do them wrong, you end up wasting a lot of money building them up. Okay, what's going on here? Making sure that this thing is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Right, so here comes the train. It's about to park up. Right, let's just double check that it actually picks up the passengers. Yeah, right, so as you can see, it started picking up passengers now. This, when it returns, should be quite a big profit margin. In fact, I couldn't pick up all the posts, there was that much to it. That should start paying for itself then, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's got loads of mail and passengers to pick up when it gets there. Pick needs packing material for a move. This little town over here, what's it doing? Packaging material, again, that's not an easy one to deal with because it's not open and it won't be open for quite a while. Okay, so where are we up to now? So as you can see, I'm starting to meet more and more demands of this place. The passenger demand is increasing, the actual mail. I'm starting to move the foodstuffs in, but as you can see, I'm not quite meeting all of its demands yet. The next one I can probably attack best is the fuel. Now, as you can see, we've got this refinery here to create fuel. And there's the actual oil fields. And again, just because of dumb luck rather than actual planning on my part, the road actually runs from the oil field to the refinery. So again, this is the good thing about roads. Unlike a train line, you don't need to do much to get them working. I'm not going to be able to do it again because I'm not quite up on the money yet. But I will be soon, and that's the main thing. Okay, so once I've got the money, I'm going to definitely roll this one out as quick as possible. So, loading station. No, road a bit. Pull the road up a bit. Drop my loading station in. See, it's just about picking that up. And then I should be able to hopefully pop another loading station. Again, I want to make sure that this isn't fully on the main road because you can see it's going to cause a massive backlog on the traffic if I do. Hey, buy a tractor unit, add my trailer, and then of course it's oil. Buy, done. Adjust the timetable. Grab the oil, charge down here, and then copy, start up. And then from there, I can then meet the other need by going up here, adding another tractor unit. This is actually going to cost me a bit of money, it's going to cause me to go overdrawn, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to earn that back hopefully quite quickly. Again, adjust the timetable, add a stop, get the oil refinery, get the main city. 1, 2, 3. This last one, I'm just going to remove that, and I'm going to get this to service this actual smaller town just here, just so I can start getting it to go up. Starting it up, and again, off they go. They are going to now start servicing it. As you can see, it takes a bit of doing, but you'll start to meet all the demands in the city. The more demands you meet, and the quicker that your towns will build up, the bigger the populations, the more profit you'll make. And it's just how you actually play this game properly. So I'm actually going to leave it there for now, with my money drastically falling massively and rapidly. I really hope that soon. Let's see if my train's actually earning the money yet. There it is, it's on its way now. See, it's started to earn a bit of money because it's got a negative profit and it's done a couple of runs with nothing in it to begin with. Hopefully that will start earning me a bit more money. Everything will start to come together. I probably should start attacking this town now, really, and start making it my own. Actually really start owning it so no one else can profit from it. That's the way you actually knock out your competition. Okay then. It looks to me like everything is working smoothly now, and this town is my big city that's near me is starting to benefit. I probably could do with, as I said, sorting this little problem out here. Goodness, I'm losing a big chunk of money at the moment. That's because the taxes were due, and that is the thing that really can destroy you on this game. You think you're doing well, your taxes come in, and then you get completely and utterly destroyed. And before you know what's happening, you've actually lost the game. Hopefully that won't happen this time. I am earning my money back. It is coming along. Again, things like that train, it's earning a lot of money now. Okay, thanks for watching this little part of the tutorial on basically how to actually get your consumption up and running. You can see I'm starting to get the consumption sorted on this township. Hopefully when I come back to this I won't be bankrupt and I won't have lost the game for poor planning. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments below. Love to hear from you. And I'll see you next time.